Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I will be making chicken quesadillas, one of my favorites. And once again, I will be taking a shortcut by using chicken from a rotisserie. I mentioned in a previous video that when I buy a rotisserie, I like to take the chicken off the bone and separate it into white meat and dark meat and use it throughout the week on those nights when I don't feel like doing any heavy-duty cooking. Well, this is one of those nights. I've been craving quesadillas, but I didn't want to have to slice and dice and cook the chicken. So I will be using my old standby, the rotisserie. So let me show you how I like to make quesadillas, which are just as tasty as any restaurant or takeout. Let's get started. These are the ingredients that I like to use for quesadillas. You can use whatever you like, but this is what I like for my quesadillas. This is some of the rotisserie that I had previously separated into dark meat and white meat. This is white meat. Specifically, this is some of the breast meat, and I probably will not need all of this for my quesadilla. Here I'm slicing up the chicken and the peppers and the onions, and I try to slice the peppers and onions about the same size so that one doesn't cook faster than the other. Of course, you've got to have some cheese on a quesadilla. That's actually the glue that's going to hold it together. And I like the idea of controlling how much cheese that I use on a quesadilla. At one of the local drive-thrus that I like to go to, it seems like when I get their quesadillas, there's always too much cheese. So I like being able to control my portion of cheese. So here I am sauteing the peppers and onions in just a little bit of oil. You don't really need a whole lot. I have removed the sauteed peppers and onions from the pan, and now I'm adding the chicken with just a little bit of taco seasoning. And the chicken is already cooked, so you don't really have to cook it. I'm just seasoning it with the taco seasoning. I'm also adding a little water to mix with the taco seasoning and also to give the chicken a little moisture. Now it's time to make the quesadilla, or rather assemble the quesadilla. I like my quesadillas on the crispy side, so in a clean pan, I've placed a very thin coating of oil. Then I'm placing a tortilla, and then the cheese, because the cheese again is the glue that's going to hold everything together, and then the chicken, and then the peppers and onions, and then more cheese, and then another tortilla. Okay, you want to be careful that you don't burn your quesadilla. So by the time you put on the second tortilla, it's probably time to go ahead and flip it to the other side so that you can brown the other side. This is optional, but I'm adding some sriracha to my quesadilla just because I like my quesadilla a little spicy. Judging by the size of my hand over the quesadilla, obviously this is a mini quesadilla. You know, tortillas come in different sizes, and I obviously picked up the smallest size, which I will probably regret. Then again, I could probably prepare 2 minis, which would be close to the equivalent of 1 large. But I'm not going to do that tonight because I didn't prepare enough chicken. Also, I like to cut my quesadilla into wedges because it's easier for me to eat it that way. And there you have it. Chicken quesadilla, quick and easy. These are the condiments that I like with my quesadilla. There's sour cream, salsa, and guacamole. This guacamole, by the way, store-bought, but it is very, very spicy and I love it. There's also sliced pickled jalapenos on the side. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and please tune in again for more inspired recipes. Until we meet again, goodbye. Hi, I'm back again just to tell you how delicious this quesadilla is, or actually was, because I ate the whole thing. But it was absolutely perfect. Everything was well balanced and well seasoned. There was just enough chicken, not too much cheese, and the peppers and onions were perfectly cooked. I don't think I could have gotten anything any better in a restaurant. It was just that good. I'm feeling like this young lady, I think her name is Miriam, and she has a channel called It's So Good. After she takes the first bite of everything she prepares, she always is surprised about how delicious it is. And it always gives me a chuckle. But I can relate because that's exactly how I'm feeling about this quesadilla. And like Miriam likes to say, if I owned a restaurant, this would be a menu item. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you give this recipe a try. Until the next time, good night.